Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today we're going to be going over the Additional Provisions Addendum. This addendum usually goes with the contract, the offer to purchase itself. So it can follow afterwards, but it usually goes with the contract. So let's get started. So first we put in the property address. We can't forget that. The seller's name. And can I just say, I was messing up Fred and Wilma's last name. It's Flintstone, not Flintstone, and I feel like a total idiot, so it's okay. There are sellers, and of course our buyers, Jane and George Jetson. And again, we're going to separate their names, so it's each individual's full legal names. So the first one is the expiration of offer. So you would use this if your buyers need to know, now versus in a week, whether or not their offer has been accepted. So you would check this first box, put an X there, and say, you give the time and then the day. And 5 p.m. seems to be on all real estate contracts, so we're going to stick with the 5 p.m. deadline. When I say 5 p.m., and then we're going to give them some time. Again, this is negotiable between your buyer and you. Your buyers may say, we want to give them only 24 hours notice because there's a ton of other houses on the market that we need to know about or that we want to go look at. Or you could give them a little bit of time. We're going to give our buyers or our sellers a little bit of time to think about the contract. So we're going to give them until Friday. And then if that was it, then you would sign it and send it over to the listing agent to have the sellers take a look and agree to it or change it. Next would be septic system installation or modification. So if you need to, let's say that you saw the house and you knew that you were going to add on to it. So then if you were going to add on to a house, you're going to add maybe 2 more bedrooms. So it's a 3-bedroom and you want to add 2 more bedrooms to that. But obviously you want to make sure that the septic system can hold that. So you want to get it, you want to modify it and you want to have the county come out and look at it. You would go ahead and check this one. And you check conventional or other. So a conventional septic system is just basically it goes into your tank and it goes out into the leach field. Or there are 2 other different kinds that I know of that, at least in North Carolina, that you can use. I'm sure there's plenty more, but I'm just saying this is all North Carolina stuff. You can have a pump system. So basically all your poo goes into the holding tank and then it gets pumped uphill. It's, to a different location for whatever reason because the soils are better there. Or a lagoon where your poo gets sprayed out into a lagoon. Those are the only other ones that I would assume follow the other category. But and you're going to say, how are you modifying it? So we started with a 3-bedroom, and let's go crazy. We're going to make it a 5-bedroom. And then you want to make sure that you are the county that comes out and evaluates it, that they can access the septic system or the area. So you want to make sure there's no old cars or, bushes that need to be trimmed or something over it. You want to make sure that it's all accessible. So you're going to give the sellers some time to get that area cleared before they come out and inspect it or look at it. Again, it's all negotiable. We're going to say we're going to give them the weekend, and by Monday, everything needs to be cleared because the inspector's going to be there on Tuesday. Rental income investment property. So this one is if you're purchasing a property and there's already a tenant living there. You're going to this is asking for all of the existing lease agreements, rental agreements, like it says, outstanding tenant notices, written statements of all oral tenant agreements. So anything that you guys said, oh yeah, that's fine. You guys can rent month to month, but it's never down in paper. You're asking for all that information before you, during the due diligence period, so you can look over it to make a decision whether or not you want to, whether you have to let the tenant stay or all that kind of good stuff. So again, this would be, oh geez, sorry about that. My dog just scared the bejeebus out of me. Okay, so like I said, you're going to give them a date to get all the documents together so you can look them over and make sure, just look at all the documents from the lease agreement. Again, talk to your buyer about it. In this case, I would say, by Monday, they should have enough time to get everything together. And then you need to decide, will the security deposits transfer over to you, or, how will that all unfold? So you can say will transfer or will not transfer. In this case, we're just going to say that they're going to transfer over. Agreed upon repairs and or improvements. This one is weird. I wouldn't ever necessarily use this document for repairs and or improvements. I would use the due diligence request and agreement. I did get some clarification on this. I guess you could use it if maybe you saw something prior to an inspection that you knew you wanted to get fixed. So maybe you could say, hey, we want the carpets replaced, all the carpets. Like, we walked in and they were gross and disgusting, and we would like the carpets replaced and new paint put up. As you could, again, this is being sent with the contract. So, you could say that we would like that done. Or I guess you could use it if there are very minor things that need to be done on the repair side from the home inspection. Maybe there's a outlet that doesn't work and one other thing. So there's just like 2 items. So you can use this in instead of the due diligence request and agreement, but I wouldn't. I like to use that actual form. But maybe if they're very minor things, you could use that and put them here. It's up to you. So we're gonna say new carpet and paint throughout house. We're just gonna say that. Manufactured or mobile home. If there are mobile homes on the property or you are purchasing a mobile home, you want to make sure that you get the VIN numbers on them. I think they're usually by the electrical box on the inside, the circuit breaker box on the inside. There's usually a VIN number somewhere. So you would look that up. You would make sure when you toured the property, went on a showing, or if you can always ask the listing agent if they have the VIN numbers for them. I don't know what the VIN number for that looks like, so we're going to do that. Or VINs on other on unknown other descriptions. So this is if you know the VIN number, or maybe you don't know the VIN number. So you can say it's a 1999. I don't know what trailers, what the model and all that kind of stuff is. So, but you would get just like a car, the year, the model, all that kind of good stuff, and put that in there. Pools and spas inspected. So let's say it's the middle of winter and you have a house that has a pool and you want to get it inspected. You want to make sure that, everything is working, and so you would check this box. It's basically saying you're asking for the sellers, look, we want to get it inspected, so you or us, that's why you put buyer, seller or buyer. If nothing is checked, it's automatically the buyer's responsibility. So what they're saying is, we're going to de-winterize the pool, we're going to take the cover off, we're going to inspect it, maybe fill it up to where it needs to be filled up, put chemicals in it. We will, the buyer will pay for all that to be done. Or, again, it's a negotiation. Everything is a negotiation. So you could say, we want you to pay for that. Please get it inspected, or please have it ready for the inspector to come out. So either way, again, everything's a negotiation. So you would either click buyer or seller. In this instance, we're going to say the buyer is going to take care of all the costs. They're going to pay for whatever, whoever to go out and inspect it, and then re-winterize it. So if it's the dead of winter and you're taking the cover off and putting chemicals in, now you got to pay for it to be winterized again. So you're going to pay for all those costs. So you would check that. Now that's the end of the contract. Again, don't forget the date that you're signing for your buyers. Put the date in. Again, the entity can be, if it's an LLC, corporation, partnership, you put them, whoever the entity is, ABC Contracting, put LLC, the name of the person that is actually signing. So we're going to say that Mr. Bob Smith is signing this contract, and what is his title? Who is he to the company? Is he the CFO, the CEO? Is he a managing member? Who is he? And then, of course, the date. And then that's it, just 2 pages, and you send it over. So let me know if you have any questions. Again, it's a very short contract. If anything was confusing or you need clarification, please leave a comment, ask questions. And I hope you all have a great day. Bye.